Good afternoon, it's Arena, and I had an idea that while I'm doing the going through the chapters in the documentary, and I'm at Gunslinger, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and start that part of the documentary and then switch over to the lyrical video. Let's do it that way. I think it'll be best.
Gunslinger is one of those things where I had this riff, this heavy riff, and my idea for it originally was this heavy grooving song, 1, 2. Brian kind of went home with it, was like, hey, I kind of want to use that riff, but I want to use an acoustic guitar on it.
Has this great intro that just climaxes without, the typical climaxes of adding instruments or singing heavier or higher. It just kind of goes naturally it goes from 1 to 10 by implying numbers 2 through 9. That was about as cool as it gets.
Genius.
That's absolutely unreal.
It was really cool to have an intro and a whole verse. It's about a minute long at the beginning of the song where it's just the acoustic guitar and M. Shadow's voice.
We had this
I'm going to have to let you know that I can't just listen to a minute and a half of an intro. I'm going to have to chop it up because WMG loves to block me and all that. So let's go. I'm getting a little bitter by it. I'm not going to lie. Basically, no, I'm not going to get into that. I'll do that some other time. And I'm not trying to be a hater or trying to be shitty. I don't mind sharing, but you taking almost all of it is what's bothering me. And I love this. I love reacting. It's so much fun. And I love talking to people. To be honest, when I'm home, I don't have any friends. You know what I mean? That sounds horrible. I have friends in different states because we're in the military. Well, my husband is active and I'm a spouse. And that's pretty much all I do is talk to people in different states. And I do have close friends and family, but they're in different Kansas, Missouri, things like that. So this is like an outlet for me, and I love messaging with you all. I love it. I've even tried to do social media and such. I'm not getting any much response from that, but that's okay.
Melody over this, and it was like, wow, that's kind of cool. And then it kind of went into my idea of it, which was when the song explodes into the rock part.
The thing that I love about that song is that no matter who I've shown that song to, it's always the same reaction. If you play that song to somebody new that's never heard it before, just kind of stand over their shoulder, and when the chorus comes on, look at their arms, and you'll see every little hair on their arm standing up because it's just that kind of song, which gives you the chills.
He had this pre-chorus and then this chorus, but the pre-chorus was our chorus now. Won't question why so many have died. That whole part was his pre-chorus, and me and the Rev looked at each other, we're like, dude, that can't be a pre-chorus. That's like a chorus. There's like closure in that.
I think it's definitely one of the most touching set of lyrics, that Matt's probably ever wrote. He's really great at writing when it comes to people being separated from each other.
To bring me closer to heaven with you.
And I was specifically writing it for, our troops in Iraq and people.
My husband went to Iraq.
People are in war anywhere in the country or anywhere in any country that are away from people they love.
And instead of bitching and complaining about whose fault it is or why they're over there, fighting wars, it's just the human element of just being separated from the people you love.
But I also think that the song's not so directed at that to where someone that's just on vacation or someone that's on tour and missing their loved ones can't relate to the song.
Music video. If anything has gone just perfectly in the studio, it would definitely be that song. We had a guest female vocalist, Shauna Crook. She's absolutely amazing. She's part of the Music Mafia.
Get it.
had a great opportunity to meet the guys in Big and Rich, and they've just completely befriended us, and we have a mutual respect. We're really about music without prejudice, so that's how they put it.
Hey, sing it like a lead, like, fuck this background shit, we'll bring it down.
Yeah, be loud. But our boundaries are endless as well. We've always been pushing the envelope and trying to just incorporate anything that we've ever heard out of our influences into our music.
And I think about 6 months from now, when I've been on tour, that song's really gonna hit home to me because we all miss our families and friends. So I think that's just a really great song with great lyrics and a very Western cool vibe.
That's cool.
When are we putting the claps on this one?
Pretty sick, pretty sick.
I think it's about to roll into a new song.
All over the holes.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do is when I see it on the line, if it's something that I haven't heard, then I will couple it. I think that's a good idea to do that. I wish I would have thought that first, but there you go. All right, so I'm going to go back into the comments, and the person that wanted me to do Gunslinger, and that is Agus Gunawan, and that was 3 days ago, and it says that Gunslinger is a beautiful song for a soldier. Sorry about that. So I have it on deck. Let's go. I do like the Western feel.
Yeah, you've been alone. I've been gone for far too long. But with all that we've been through, after all this time, I'm coming home to you. Never let it show the pain I've grown to know. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you. I reach towards the sky, I've said my goodbyes, my heart's always with you.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Collect myself.
I won't question why so many have died. My prayers have made it through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you.
I'm going to tell you a hopefully short story. It's not part about the Iraq, but I mean, I sent things to him all the time. But this funny story is when he was in basic, which was in 2002, and I just had the idea. I didn't know, so I just wrote a bunch of letters and pictures and stuff like that, and I was like, let me just send it all at the same time. It was like 11 envelopes, and I didn't know that the soldiers were having to push for pushes and push-ups and things like that, and they made him push to get his letters, and there was 11 of them. And something that was inspiring is that was a lot of push-ups, and other soldiers joined in so that he wouldn't have to do as many push-ups, but he was able to still get the letters. That was a long time ago. I thought it was very thoughtful.
But with all that we've been through, after all this time I'm coming home to you. I reached towards the sky, I said my goodbyes, my heart's always with you now. I won't question why so many have died, my prayers have made it through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you. I've always been true. I've waited so long just to come home to you. I'm making it through. It's been far too long. We've proven our love over time, so strong in all that we do. The stars in the night, they let me their light to bring me closer But with all that we've been through, after all this time I'm coming home to you. I reached towards the sky, I said my goodbyes, my heart's always with you now. I won't question why so many have died, my prayers have made it through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home. And with all that we've been through, after all this time I'm coming home to you.
Amazing. Since him and and my son, everybody that was involved in that, it's really rough. It's rough, and the soldier, at least mine, didn't come back the same. And he's finally getting better, because that was like 2009, 2010, and he didn't like turn into, like, it wasn't mean to me or Gavin or anything like that. It's just a different, I know that they see things that not people always see. I'm not going to get into that anymore, but I definitely feel it, and I definitely understand. Thank you. Have a blessed day.